right, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If I sound a little funny, it's because I'm a bit under the weather. I got a sore throat, the whole 9 yards. So I'm out of commission for a couple of days anyway. But for today's video, got to fish with my brother. We got out on a day right after a front had come through and rained the night before, so it was cold. And any time, you know, the late winter, early spring, it's just a series of cold front after cold front after cold front. That's what happens every year. But I've been looking for the bass to start moving to their staging areas before they move up to find their spawning areas. And what we found, and I kind of was expecting this, we caught them on points that are close to likely spawning areas in the back of the creek. But anyway, I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you the jig that we were using, and I'm going to kind of explain a little bit more. But to start us off here, my brother got us started. Stay tuned.
Ooh, Zane, that is a nice one. Jeez. Man, that's a big one.
Think that's the same fish?
Probably. That's a nice one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. One. Well, it used to catch them along here, but I think you're going to have to go to the point to catch a fish. Because they'll stage on the points before they ever move, you know, move out to their spawning areas. Was that a fish? Yes, it was. Oh boy, yes it is. It's a nice one.
Oh, God.
On the old black and blue jig, another dandy. Nice bass. Nice spot, Zane. Did you see how shallow I threw that?
You didn't feel him?
No, Zane, I mean, it just felt a little mushy. It didn't feel him bite it. And that was, you know, right on the point, which is exactly where they should be. Ah, I'm on the board. I feel that felt good. That's two nice ones, two dandies today. Right on the point. Well, these fish will stage on the points before they get, you know, decide to move up to their spawning areas.
Well, at least he didn't let go of it.
No, Zane, I bet you I threw it into 2 inches of water.
Huh.
That's where he was. So we may not be throwing shallow enough. It's another nice one, isn't it? Ooh, it is. Is that a largemouth?
Ooh, he is a weird looker.
No, it's a spot. He just kind of bleached out.
Look at his
Yeah.
slump.
He's been caught before. Yeah, that's a nice one. Another nice one.
So anytime I go out and I'm fishing for bass, what I'm looking for is a pattern. So we started finding these fish on points close to the likely spawning flats and shallow areas back in a creek. We've had a lot of rain lately, so the water is pretty muddy. what I'm looking for in those situations, or what I want to throw, is something dark. There's two ways of looking at it. You can throw something bright or you can throw something dark. I want something that they can find. And these points we've been catching them on are not huge, long, tapering points. They're just small points next to little coves and little flats where they're likely to spawn. And I found some new skirt material. I don't know. I know the lighting is not the best here. You can see it's a black and blue. I don't know. Again, this is a new skirt material. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different rubber. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna experiment more with it. So far, I like it, but it's just a 1/4 ounce jig. You can see there's a lot of blue in it. But I want something dark in the muddy water, moving it along slow, and really 365 days a year, a bass isn't going to pass up a jig. It looks like a crawdad. But there's a few fish that have started to move up to their staging areas on these small points, and that's what we were targeting. We came up with a pattern, and you can eliminate unproductive water that way. We started looking for the same kind of situations, little small points close to likely spawning areas.
I know one thing, I'm due. I don't know why there wouldn't be one right up in there. Zane, I don't know. When they're moved up, I'll catch them in there with the lizard. I don't think we're quite at lizard time just yet, though. Oh, Zane. Yeah, it's a decent fish. Decent. Yeah, it's actually nicer than I thought. That's a decent fish. Yeah, Zane, he's exactly where I thought he was going to be. I'm telling you, this is a good little point. So we're starting to catch fish back in these little, I don't know what you want to call it, little, just, you know, likely spawning areas. They're starting to there's a few of them starting to move up. You know, I'd like to see if the lizard is working, but I still think it's a little early for the lizard. What do I got? 3? Yes, I do. Again, every fish we've caught's been on a point. That's not an accident. That is, boy, Zane, I top watered right down the middle of this last summer and just killed them. I knew this side. I knew the sunny side of the creek. With the wind blowing in on it too. That's what's keeping fish over here. Boy, that wind is nippy. Jeez, that's cold. Oof. It's a dinker. Or is it?
I got him. Another good one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I figured there'd be some on this side.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's decent. Decent fish. We'll take it. Yep, we'll take it. See, that first cast makes all the difference. You can see the little point right ahead of you. That's where, if there's going to be one, it'll be up that way. Of course, I throw it right into a rock. Oh, Zane. Oh, I missed him.
Did you see
Yeah, that was a giant.
Oh my gosh, did you see that come out of the water?
Yeah, and I just missed one. Boy, Zane, that might have been a 5-pounder.
Oh yeah.
Oh. It was a striper, Zane. That's a striper. On the jig, I caught a... That's exactly what that was. That was a striper.
Dang it.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Snag. Dana.
Oh.
Big snag.
Well, just break it off. I think the striper's long gone anyway.
Break it off. Good luck.
Oh, there he is. It's this big old spot, biggin'. It's a nice one. Come on here, fella.
Did you catch him shallow?
No, he was out of ways. Boy, Zane, that might be, that's a good one. Nice one. My biggest fish of the day. Boy, the way he hit it, I thought it was going to be a striper. Zane, you might want to turn the boat and go back around that. You know that point comes way out. I wish I would have caught that striper on that on the black and blue jig. That's something that don't happen very often.
Little fatty.
Yep.
Boy, is he.
He's bleached out. Yep. Boy, I didn't have very much line out. It's a nice one. It's a nice one too. The old black and blue jig. Nice one.
Right off that tree, too.
Yep. I didn't think there was any chance. I had a chance at him when he hit it.
He didn't let go.
Well, that was a nice one. Every fish.
Good one.
Every fish today has been a nice one. And we haven't caught a bunch, but
Yeah, you know, I believe that's 8 fish. Didn't you just tie me?
I did. Yeah, look, Zane, what do you think's burrowing into that little hole?
So that's up there, isn't it?
Is that the Sam Squatch? It's a little small for the Sam Squatch, I guess. I usually catch one on this point coming up. And Zane, yes, that was right on the point too.
Okay, so we didn't catch a ton, but there's a few fish that are starting to move up. Grab yourself a jig, a craw, a trailer. It doesn't really matter. Just want it to look like a crawdad. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. My next video is another good one. And after that, I don't know. I got to get over this cold, flu, whatever it is. Not feeling the best. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you next time.